This is Raymond with Vaping 360, hanging out with JJ from Influx, one of my favorite juice companies in Southern California and really the world. JJ is going to tell you how his company got started and talk about 3 of his flavors. So let's hear the Influx story, JJ.
Well, it started when I actually picked up my first mech mod. I realized I was burning through bottles and bottles of juice, and I needed to find a cheaper way to keep up my vaping habit. So I actually had a couple people that in the past that asked me to help develop juice lines for them because I went to culinary school, so I was familiar with messing around with some flavors. And none of those plans fell through, so I said, you know what? Since people are asking me to do it for them, let me go ahead and try and just do it on my own. And again, because I was burning through all that juice, I figured it was a good time to try and do that.
Now, you have an interesting mix of backgrounds. As you mentioned, you have the culinary background, but you're also into cars. You are a professional mechanic as well. How have you mixed your culinary and mechanical engineering backgrounds into making your e-liquid?
Well, my company theme is mechanically engineered for vaping, and it's just really a play on words because at the time and even now I'm a mechanic, so I'm the one that engineered it. It just kind of made sense, and it was kind of playful sounding, and you know, the gears and that kind of stuff, it's really what I'm into. So I figured it was a little bit of a nice little brand to kind of go off of.
So it's like the Fast and Furious of e-liquids.
Yes, very much so.
Now let's talk about 3 of your flavors. Your favorite is Mayberry. What's that about?
Mayberry is a strawberry lychee flavor. It is my personal favorite. It's my all-day vape. I've vaped it pretty much every day since I started my company about 2 years ago.
Now the one that a lot of people know you for is Manila Thrilla.
That's correct. If you had to call it a #1 overall seller, it is. It's a really widely accepted flavor. It's a mango with a peach blend. It's just, you know, everybody just loves the simplicity of it.
You had some fun with the description of that, but it actually confused some people. Tell that story.
Because I'm Filipino, I decided to be a little quirky in the description and say it's made with real Filipino blood, so you know it's good. But I actually took that from a very popular Will Ferrell movie, and I just kind of put it in there just to be a little bit fun. And some people have been like, I don't know if I'm gonna buy it. I'm like, well, you know, that's just a joke. Just kind of like how Red Bull gives you wings.
I've seen people at shows ask you, is this really made with Filipino blood? And I'm like, really? Come on.
Just a little bit. That's what makes it good.
And I know you're an avid soda fan of Cactus Cooler. You have something called Elbow Grease.
Yeah, the Elbow Grease is another popular flavor of mine that I created last year. Cactus Cooler is a soda that I drink religiously. And I did encounter a couple flavors on the market that were marketed as a Cactus Cooler flavor, but to me it just didn't quite nail it on the head. So I went and created my own version of it.
Now, what does Influx have going on in the future? Anything we can expect later this year?
I have a flavor that I'm currently working on. It's a tea flavor, and I'll leave it at that. I don't want to go into too many details, but there's a small little niche that I feel people haven't really touched upon, but it's really in the works.
Any ideas for names yet? I think Pelt Director sounds awesome.
Something like that. Pelt Director, I think, might be a good one.
Because Thai are monks.
Yes. I mean, Iggy Azalea is, you know, big influence on
all of us, really. If you want to learn more about JJ's company, go to the Influx E-Juice website, and for the best vaping reviews, guides, and features, go to Vaping 360, the home of vaping.